Welcome back, everyone, to a new episode of New Tales Retold. I'm your guest, Geek Brando. Joining me is my brother,
Dylan.
and today we're talking about Invincible. So spoilers if you haven't seen the show yet, and I wouldn't say spoilers to the comics because we know nothing about the comics ourselves. We haven't really. I know you've gotten spoiled for a few things on YouTube, but we're going into this not knowing the comics. We'll read the comics sometime soon, and we'll probably get back to this. Maybe our thoughts and everything will change after reading the source material, I guess you could say for the show. But yeah, what'd you think of it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Like so far, it's been pretty good. Um, the story is definitely interesting, and I definitely can't wait till it picks up even more. Cause it's like it's just the beginning of it, so you can't really say much of it so far. Yeah, like I think it's good. I think it's really good. Though I think people put it on a higher pedestal than it should be, but I think it's really good.
Yeah, I agree. It's a show worth watching, but at the same time, it's not the best show out there. Like you said, I feel like a lot of people do put it like as if it's the best show out there, but I don't know. It has its flaws. It has its. I think we had mentioned we were talking about the animations, and in the beginning we were talking about the animations. How we felt it didn't really depict their speed and like movement and all that until one scene that bugs me the most is in the beginning. In the beginning, when he's first flying, and he's flying past that bridge, and before that, he's going super fast. He's flying super fast, and then it finally shows him fly like he's flying past a bridge, and it's a good moment. And then when it pans back to an angle where you can see the bridge again, he barely went anywhere. He didn't even go halfway across the bridge, and I was just like, "But isn't he flying really fast? It doesn't make any sense to me." But whoa, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's little moments like that I guess like that I find myself really holding on to.
Yeah.
Um, but I think you made a point yesterday when you were talking about because we were comparing to like actual animes and action scenes in animes. You showed a few. I forget which ones you showed.
Yeah. I was saying it's a bit different how they Invincible does it because when you watch a lot of the really great animated like animes, cartoons, they emphasize more of their skill and all the micro movements that they make. They have to show all of the micro movements because that's the point of what you're watching. Well, more Invincible, it's just power. They're literally just flying at each other, punching each other really hard. Like there's no actual hand-to-hand combat skill that we're watching for them to need to show the frames like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. Although it would I don't know. So some moments like that bridge moment kind of bugged me out. But
yeah, there was one moment with the Jets when when Mark and Omni-Man are fighting, and it just looked like the Jets weren't going anywhere.
yeah,
Looks like they were just staying still.
it bugs me out, and it's like you will have some clouds in the background. And
Unless maybe that's how it looks like when you're in the sky flying. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I've been on regular planes. It looks like you're moving to me.
Yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, makes sense. And I want to get into this because God, it's just unexpected. Omni Man, pretty awesome character.
Pretty awesome villain.
Pretty awesome villain. Yes. But that first episode, him killing the Guardians, it was unexpected, but expected. Because of that meme I told you about, it showed the WandaVision, White Vision holding Wanda's head, and then underneath was Leonardo DiCaprio dressed as Omni-Man pointing at the TV. It's like that's where I get the idea from. Yeah, the moment I saw him catch the speedster, I was like, oh God, this is what that meme was talking about.
Yeah.
And I completely just decimated them. and it makes me. We had this discussion, I think, right after of like, did he really have a hard time fighting them?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't think. I think he kind of did struggle a bit. I don't think he
So I
fully.
don't know.
You think he just allowed everything? This like none of it was genuine.
He had to play it off as if they got attacked.
Yeah.
Like, how would that look if they came through? Like, yeah, we got attacked, but I'm completely unscathed, and the bad guy got away.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And the bad guy got away. It's just
Like,
yeah. And especially someone like him who has yet to ever kind of have someone to match
Yeah.
up to him.
especially the fact that he was trying to play off being a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Really well. Played it really well. And his reason for being on Earth, I'm not gonna lie, watching it in the beginning, I truly believed. Like I believed him. Like I was like, damn, they came to Earth for all that, and then, but then he did the head crushing, and then it was just like, I don't know, all of it was weird.
Yeah,
But-
him being a villain, unfortunately, I got spoiled prior to
Yeah.
watching it.
YouTube, I'm assuming.
It's
A
social
random
media.
thumbnail.
Yeah, social media. It just comes up showing some brutal shit that he did, and I'm like, yeah, that guy's not good.
Like, yeah, I guess that's the bad guy of the show. The only issue about him, one thing, like him being on Earth, right? How he tells Mark how in the beginning, we're here for good and we're here to protect Earth and all this stuff. Before he tells Mark his real reason, we already see what he did to the Guardians.
Yeah.
So it's like, when he finally reveals the truth of why he was there, I don't know. It didn't have that big of an impact to me because I was just like, well, I mean, I'm not surprised. You're kind of a dick. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. So they made that moment, and I feel like it's sort of like an anticlimactic moment.
Well, it's because the moment wasn't for Omni-Man. That moment was for Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. We knew, but Mark didn't know.
Exactly.
You know that he was the bad guy.
Yeah. It wasn't a big reveal for us because obviously, like you said, we've known since the beginning of the first episode.
Yeah.
But it's just like Mark didn't know
At all. Poor kid. And him imagine him like sitting there as Mark, and he's referring to your mom as a pet, just like, and then the whole, I'll just have another son.
think he's
I'll wait
lying
another
through his
17
teeth.
years. You think he's lying?
He's lying through his teeth. Like, bro, like he wouldn't have left if he wasn't lying.
Yeah.
I think like he was trying to convince himself at that moment because it's just like he definitely has changed. We saw the whole thing with the flashback when him playing baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because in that moment he's beating his son to death, and then remembers that, and it's like, what
Yeah.
am I doing?
like how he felt at the moment, and it's just like it's confusing him
Yeah.
because he has this job he has to do, one that he's done for how many years? How old
Yeah,
is
his
he?
life is dedicated to it.
Like he's lived for thousands. You said thousands of years.
Yeah.
So it's like it's for the first time in his life he's confused on what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's getting a sense of like thinking for himself,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's fucking with him.
He's just like he's starting to have, I guess, in a way, like a conscience for.
Yeah.
I mean, not really a conscience because everything he did prior to that was fucking bananas, and it was literally right before that moment. So
Though I do think he does not care about Earth, but he does care about his family.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. Clearly, he don't care about Earth, man.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing about him. Like he's true to his belief. He truly believes what he's doing is right. Like the Viltrumites need to do this. We need to take over,
Yeah.
the galaxy, and it's terrifying, especially if he's not the only one with the power that he
Yeah.
has.
He's
So imagine an army of Supermans. That's fucking scary.
and who knows how strong he is compared to all the other ones.
Yeah.
From what it seems like, he was very low in the ranking system.
You think so?
Think about it. He was just this person sent out to go conquer a planet. That's like a regular soldier. in that
No,
case.
he said it. He said their top generals were chosen.
Their top generals. Are you
Yeah.
sure? And that was a lot of top
100%.
generals.
He said, yeah, he won 100%. Their top, he said that their top people were sent out.
I thought he
by
just said
themselves.
specific people, like they were just picked.
Mm-mm. It was their top people, and he was amongst them. And I remember that because I started rewatching little bits and moments to write this down. But yeah, and it's pretty wild. But I imagine there are people.
I don't know.
stronger than him.
It's still the fact that he's taking orders, not giving orders. To me, that's
I mean,
pretty
yeah, he's still
ranking.
he's still part of their army. He's not like a shot caller, obviously. If you say if he's being sent out, but who's to say the shot callers aren't a typical like the old people?
Brandon, think about their race and what they did.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if the shot callers are the shot callers, God knows how much stronger they are.
Exactly.
It's like he had, and if that's the case. If that's the case, him running away, right? And if he can potentially not be the strongest one, if Earth was to stand any chance they need him, just Mark.
Yeah.
The fuck is Mark gonna do by himself against an
Unless
army?
Adam Eve is gonna tap into some crazy potential.
Yeah, unless they just make her
He just
super
starts
broken.
manipulating just reality itself through atoms.
Yeah, like that could be the only way. But it's funny because, like, he kept praising Mark. He kept trying to teach Mark about their ways, Viltrumite ways, and everything, what they should do, and what they should do, what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder. He's technically half human.
Mm-hmm.
Will the Viltrumites even have accepted him?
Yeah.
You think so? Because they did fight and kill their own people to leave just the purest of the pure, the best of the best.
They never said anything about the purest of the pure.
But I mean pure, like top notch. They'll
they'll
the
definitely
prime
test him.
beings of Viltrumites.
Yeah, they'll definitely test him to see how strong he is. But like he said, the Viltrumite blood is so strong. Mark is nearly pure, and plus he even said that they go from planet to planet to reproduce and take over.
Okay, I don't remember that part. Okay.
So it's like, how else are they gonna reproduce?
With each other. That's what I assumed.
Yeah, but they have to like make other Viltrumites. What eventually they're gonna just they've cut their entire population, and it's gonna continue to happen for as long as they continue fighting. So their population's gonna go down, so they need to have a steady rate of it going up.
Yeah.
And having everyone fighting, they're not gonna be able to reproduce.
Right? Imagine a crazy fucking race like that. They probably got a whole moon dedicated to just reproduction of their people and shit. Some weird shit like that.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said the reason for them going to other planets was.
Okay. No, no, they just wanted to take over. He was like, they pretty much saw as themselves as a superior species and were like, we have to rule everything. They're not good at all.
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah, I know that.
Like they just want to take over. It's the Republic. Yeah, so speaking of them and their power and all that, I don't understand this trend we see online of Omni-Man versus Superman, or Omni-Man and Homelander versus Superman. I don't know. I don't think obviously I haven't read the comics, but from what I've seen in the show, he hasn't shown anything that makes him stand up to Superman, especially if you're trying to talk about Superman from like comic feats and shit like that, and not just like
not even just comic feats, even the animated movies.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. The shit that
Superman's on a whole other tier compared to that.
Like I mean, maybe this conversation will be different after we read the comic. Maybe he is a bit stronger than we think, but yeah, that conversation is stupid as far as we can tell. Like it doesn't make sense. Especially. Who was it? I saw another one. It was Superman against. I haven't watched the show. The guy from Jupiter's Legacy. I saw the first episode. Him and like a group of like 8 people were having trouble with this one guy, and they were getting their ass beat. I was like, "There's no way he competes with Superman." But yeah, I noticed a little something that I thought was like kind of a little, I guess, like in a way, a little pothole or a little hole somewhere. That when Mark was talking to what's his name, Alan, the alien.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes up to Mark and he's like, "There's a Viltrumite on your planet." how didn't he know that before? It wasn't Omni-Man the person always to fight him and defend Earth every time he came. How he didn't know he was
He
a
looks human.
Viltrumite?
Viltrumites don't have like a specific look. They're just
But
not
what
like relic
humans aren't? They never explain how all the heroes in the on Earth got their power, right?
No.
I was gonna say because it's like I don't know if humans. It doesn't seem like humans just get powers. Like for him to be so chill about it and not kind of think anything of it
That's what I'm saying. It seems
or
like
even the outfit. Doesn't he wear a certain outfit that signifies the Viltrumites, or is it just like an
It's
like
an
Omni
eye.
Man? Okay,
Yeah.
can't remember his suit off the top of my head. And the moment when when they were fighting the Flaxons, the alien race that kind of I guess was it ages fast or whatever.
Yeah.
They never ended that fight, and what was it in the end? It showed that they were.
There was a few of them.
It showed they wanted to come back to Earth and take on Omni-Man still. So I'm wondering how that'll affect Earth and how that'll.
I feel like everything we saw in the end is just those are all gonna be Mark's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take care of them, or get his ass whooped even more.
Yeah, because
That's
Mark, that's all he did throughout the entire show. Yeah, speaking of Mark, that's all he did. Ass beat. Like we showed him have like progress, I guess, as a as a high school kid becoming a hero, like mentally and his personality and everything, but physically he would come in clutch for like the little fights, but even then still get his ass beat. He was fighting the dead cyborg human, and literally won because the cyborg human killed itself.
Yeah.
Like this guy's supposed to be half Viltrumite. He's getting his ass beat. It doesn't make sense.
Well, he just got his powers too.
Yeah, and the thing I respect about it too is showing kind of his power is the fact that obviously he got his ass beat to his dad, but it shows his durability.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting ripped by him, and he was tanking. He was taking hits. He was getting his ass beat.
Just pulling his punches.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking how much was he holding back?
Mhm.
Because he was just putting his arm through people.
Yeah.
And when he was fighting the Guardians, it was like how much was he really holding back to not like really hurt Mark. But yeah, Guardians of the Globe. Do you think the new Guardians would be able to face up against the old Guardians?
No.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Like they got a crazy nerf. I felt like they got a crazy nerf.
Yeah, they had to. The old Guardians of the Globe already went through their progression, their stories, and everything. They're already self-acclaimed heroes of the world. And what much more progress can you get through them? Can't.
Yeah.
So you gotta throw in people you have to get progress from.
Yeah.
Which are the new ones. They have room now. They have room to grow and become better people and stronger, unlike the old ones.
Yeah. The old ones. It's funny because I the moment we saw the old Guardians, I thought, oh my God, it's such a hardcore spin-off to the Justice League. And then the moment they killed them off, I was like, well, that problem solved. There goes those comparisons. They probably did it on purpose. If that's what happened in the comics as well, like they just introduced those characters to kill them off, they probably did it on purpose. That's like why go hard and make a crazy unique character just to kill off? It's like it wouldn't, you know.
I mean, it just goes to show how savage Omni-Man is.
Yeah. Not too.
And also, since it's in the first episode, it's also to set the tone for the rest of the series and what the rest of the series is going to be like.
Yeah, because that's gonna. It's like because like the new Guardians, it's a lot of. It's like they're just kids.
They are. They were the teen team.
Yeah.
Right. Teen team.
Most of them, yeah, a good chunk of them. Teen team, yeah, teen team. Eve is a cool character. Eve, I want to see how far they're gonna take her power. Again, like if they're gonna maybe reach a point or a limit, where she's
Yeah.
gonna like tap into some unspoken power or potential.
It's weird though because in the fights she didn't last very long, but yet she was able to go around the world for a full day using her powers to manipulate all these
Yeah.
other stuff and do all that. It's weird.
Right, and start helping people out. She was trying to be an Eternal for a little bit. Yeah, it's just like, here's water and plant life. Um, yeah, I actually I don't know why. I much prefer her as Mark's love interest. I'm not a big fan of the. I find her pretty fucking annoying. The chick that he is currently with. Like, he's a superhero. Like, and you're like trolling with him.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? I imagine dating a superhero is not easy. I imagine they are never there. So it's like, what do you expect?
The whole thing that she knew the whole time, quote unquote, knew the whole time he was a hero. It's like, oh, so you knew he was a hero the whole time, and you couldn't even understand the fact that he couldn't tell you who he was.
Yeah, it's like it's the typical hero thing we hear about. No one can know who they are because the people closest to them can get hurt. So it's like, I don't know. Annoying moment. I love Cecil's character though.
Yeah,
Cecil's
I heard
character.
he's pretty accurate to the comic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Well, at least in the beginning, he seemed pretty awesome. Having his connections, having those invisible police, those people were fucking cool. And it makes me wonder. Like, they can be anywhere at any moment that we're watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, for all you know, this guy just knows everything. Anything and everything
Obviously
that's
not.
happening. Yeah, obviously not, but maybe he takes it that far. Because as we see,
The tap water.
the tap water
You
was
understand that shit,
hilarious. Yes.
That was like a real life thing. People think that there's stuff in our tap water.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They're making a joke on it. There are people out there that legit believe there's stuff in our tap water.
They're hiding the cloaked police from us. Jesus. And it's funny though because the cloaked police were there when they arrested the Muller twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like we were just saying, like, it makes me wonder if they were there the whole time. Did Cecil know that Robot was trying to do that? Or did Robot only really keep this to himself and only let Cecil know, I found them over here, and let them get arrested again.
I don't know. It's weird because I feel like if they knew the moment Robot was done with them and Robot left, they would have just arrested them.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
The fact that they were waiting for them to leave to arrest them.
Yeah.
I feel like either like Robot gave them an anonymous tip or they finally caught them.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, because
there was a good amount of time between when Robot was there and the Muller twins left. There was a good amount of time between that, so.
And it's so that makes sense. And going back to Cecil, because I was just thinking about this too with the cloaked people. We saw in the end that he was also working on more of those dead guys that Mark was fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like that's where the kind of the bad guy part.
I wouldn't even. You can't even say bad guy part because those bodies. He's not killing people to get those bodies.
You don't think so?
No, he's not. He said it. He said those are they were dead military soldiers that had died in battle.
Okay.
And he's using the bodies, though it isn't humane, but
yeah,
he's not going out killing people and making them into those things. So and you have to understand. Look what he threw at Omni-Man, and he took all of it.
The Hammer of Dawn. He said, "You dare?
You wouldn't dare.
You wouldn't dare." He's ready to destroy the planet just to kill Omni-Man. I mean, I don't know. That's a weird. I mean, granted, those cyborgs were fucking strong.
They were literally though they weren't doing damage to him. They were taking him to the ground. Omni-Man.
Yeah.
It was
So
hard for him to fly.
an army of them would
Yeah,
definitely
be
be
annoying.
fucking annoying. That's where we'll probably see his potential in him kind of let loose a bit, and not take shit from people anymore.
Yeah,
Um, but I feel bad for he's been the one person. It sucks because Mark's dealing with everything going on. He's kind of the only person there for Mark's mom. Imagine being Mark's mom.
Cecil.
Well, I mean, like physically, while Mark
No,
is
this guy, the guy
while
that
Mark.
makes the costumes.
No, I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's right. I
Yeah, the
forgot
guy that
about
makes the
him.
suits, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, she went to go have a drink with him.
Yes, I
and talk
forgot
about
about
Omni-Man.
that.
That's crazy. She said, even though after all he did, I miss him.
He was like, me too. I remember that now. It just sucks, man. Sitting in that moment, watching your son fight your husband, and then your husband saying all that shit. Like,
You know who I want to see fight Omni-Man?
who?
Battle Beast.
Yes, Battle Beast. Man, that moment when he hit Mark with the axe. What the hell? I was like, this show just has like what the fuck moments back to back to back.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap, this guy is strong. And Omni-Man watched. He stood there and watched that shit. Like, he didn't even try to help.
Again, what's another 17 years?
Right? Exactly.
Always make another.
I'm sorry, hold on. Just sounds weird. I don't know. I was looking at that and it didn't look like it was picking anything up.
It's picking it up on this end.
Okay, cool.
We can re-listen to it to make sure it's not too low. It's only been like 30 minutes.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. But yeah, sorry about that. What was the fire guy's name in the beginning?
The doctor?
The doctor, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because they went the whole, like you were saying, these are all going to be Mark's problems. They went the
Yeah.
whole. I like that I like the little ending with, here's what we didn't conclude.
Here's what's happening with all this other stuff.
Like just so like and it's also kind of giving you the acknowledging it so you know we won't forget it.
I was really disappointed in Mark from running away from Mars.
Yeah, man, Mars, he did Mars super dirty. They kept trying to tell him to, and he's just like not listening. I mean, it's
Granted, they were gonna kill the humans, but he should have made like a deal. Like, yo, I'll take care of those things. I'll figure out how to take care of those things for
Yeah.
you. Just don't kill them.
yeah, right? Because now
Mars
that
is
guy
fucked.
was just full exorcist summoning these these creatures.
Killing the Martians.
He's gonna have crazy shit to deal with in the next season.
Yeah.
The Flaxens, the
Hopefully he
the
doesn't lose.
doctor, the Martian. Yeah, I know. And get his ass beat every single fight again.
Like, that was crazy.
And this is random, but just the thought came to my head when Omni-Man went to go fight the Flaxens, right? How long do you think he was gone for? Because the time ran different,
Yeah,
right?
it's hard to say because time runs different. For them, it was only a few days, but for him, it was
could have been
years.
years.
Yeah. In decades.
Yeah, because I imagine he as
Think about how fast the Flax's technology advanced.
yeah
It was a few days for
for us.
Earth, but for them, it was decades. It took them decades to get that technology.
Like, it really shows the evil. Earth is not yours to conquer. I'm gonna go out of my way all this time to destroy your entire planet and make sure you leave Earth alone.
Yeah.
That shit is wild.
I wonder if they know he's a Viltrumite, or what's gonna happen when they find out.
Who?
The Flaxens.
Yeah, right. Because it seems like the Viltrumites have that reputation throughout
Mhm.
the galaxy of like, you don't fuck with the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you never know. That angry Flaxen seems like he won't care. He'll be gully enough to still take that fight. Yeah. On top of being Omni-Man, being a not so great person, you know the scene when he holds Mark through the train station,
Oh yeah.
and all the people were just like, yo, you have to inform people. Like, think about this show before, like, coming out trailers and all that. Like, you have to inform them this is rated mature.
Yeah.
so you don't make any mistake of playing that shit.
Blood, gore, and violence.
Yo, it's insane. But I'm like, going back to what you said about Battle Beast. I am kind of. We didn't get to see much of him. I would like to see that fight. I mean, Omni-Man kind of staying there made me think he's not that strong. The fact that he didn't intervene and kind of, I guess, knew he won't kill Mark. Because why leave Mark there?
Well, because he doesn't want Mark to be weak and bitch-assed.
That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, do you think he would have left him there if he knew Mark could have died?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they did have that what they did with their own people. But at the same time, he had that conflict within him.
I think he knew Battle Beast wasn't going to kill Mark. He knew Battle Beast wasn't going to think Mark was worth it. He just wanted to give Mark that experience.
Yeah, of having his whole chest ripped open.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's insane. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious to see where they're going to take it. Because it's like...
Yeah, he really needs to just decide whether he wants to be a hero or not.
Yeah, because he's on the fence of... And it's probably why he's getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Because he's on the fence of like, oh, I wanted to.
Because
the moment
he decides, all right, I'm gonna be a hero, he should start training, get stronger.
Yeah.
But now he's on the fence and he's just getting his ass. When he just pulls up to fights and it's just gets tossed.
Non-stop, bro. Even by.
Did he win any fights in this season?
Yeah, he won a fight when the cyborg killed itself.
What do you count that?
That's the only one I could think of. Because the Flaxons, Omni-Man had to take care of.
Yeah. Battle Beast got wrecked.
He got wrecked. He was on Mars. He ran.
Yeah, he ran. Alan, they called it even. They spoke.
Yeah, they spoke. Yeah. Alan pulled up with the rock. Just have a seat right over there.
And he was getting wrecked at that moment.
Yeah.
Alan was shit talking him.
He's like, oh, you're pretty strong. This is cute.
But this is all you have?
Yeah. It's true. Yeah. All the other fights were like little. A lot of it was.
It makes me wonder too. I'm sorry. I just thought of this. I wonder if Omni-Man has been telling Alan that was Urath.
Lying the entire time.
It would make sense. Just to get like, oh, I'm gonna come here and.
Yeah, because that's such a big mistake, man. That's such a big mistake. It's like,
because think about it. The first time Alan had pulled up, he couldn't have just pulled up and just started a fight. He most likely explained to Omni-Man at least why he was there.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was like it was like an anniversary of some random alien pulling up.
Yeah,
like,
it was like everyone.
He's back.
Yeah, everyone knew, but no one knew why he was there. Omni-Man probably did.
Yeah. I mean,
he's just using that to his advantage. No one will know. No one would just like fuck with us. Everyone's gonna think this is he's gonna think this is Urath, not tell this place.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Because from what it seems like, they don't like the Viltrumites are actually fighting against the Viltrum. They want to fight against the Viltrumites.
And it's funny that you say that too, because he mentioned how it's zoned. Yeah, it's like zoned for Viltrumite takeover. And it's like, damn, why they have a whole galactic council, and they're like, hey, council, we're gonna take over this part of the galaxy right now, so don't have any of your people there. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's probably like that, but like not as friendly.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you guys can't touch this. This is ours now.
And everyone is just slowly watching, like, what do we do?
As they take over planets, and nothing they can do.
Mark is gonna have to tap into some like super godly. What do you call that? Ultra instinct, you know, like.
That's not happening.
And then he'll fuck his dad up.
He'd probably lose to Monster Girl.
Right? Monster Girl, man. Oh, toss that kid around. Oh man.
Forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. I forgot his name honestly, just because I'm not a big fan of the character. But so his name never stuck. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know where they're gonna take this. I think a lot of this was more like, it's the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's not much. It was more just introducing the characters, what their problems are gonna be,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No.
Yeah. Invincible's pretty cool. Hopefully, season 2 is better, and
Yeah.
travel and distance
Doesn't
looks
cool.
better too.
Uh-huh.
If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. Let us know what you liked or disliked about Invincible. Let us know if there's anything you disagree with or agree with on what we said. Yeah, just give us a follow. We'll see you on the next one.